Hello family, welcome back for another video with me, Cynthia. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in on this marvelous day. Thank you. To all my subscribers, I appreciate you. I do. I'm going to send you this hug right here. You see this hug? Just imagine this hug. Just imagine it, okay? Thank you so much, and I appreciate you for clicking onto that subscribe button. Thank you. I appreciate you. But tell me this. What kind of people do you have in your circle? What kind of people do you have in your space? Do you have the kind of people in your space that are there for you no matter what? Do you have the kind of people in your space that you talk to every now and again? But when y'all see each other, it's like you never missed a beat? Do you have the kind of people in your circle that dump their toxic waste into your space? Do you have the kind of people that just want to hang around you when it's time to go out on the weekend? Do you have the kind of people that call you and check on you just to make sure that you're good, no matter how busy they are? Do you have the kind of people in your space that just want to be in your space, just want to see what you're doing, just want to see how you are progressing in life, just want to just tag on to you just because they don't have anything better to do? This list could go on and on and on, but I just needed to know what kind of people you had in your life, because that's truly important. What kind of people that are holding on, that are tagging on to you, that are saying that they care about you, or that they want the best for you. They want the best for you, but then when the best happens, they start acting all funny. Do you have that kind of people around you? Let's talk about it. This needs to be talked about because you're my family and I love you. I want what's best for you. Sometimes we have to learn, and sometimes we have to learn the hard way. Oh, I learned pretty much a lot all my life about different kinds of people. And this does not mean that I don't care about people. I care about people, which is why I created this platform. And I thank God every day that He allowed me to, that He gave me what I needed to create it. You know, this is why I always say, spend that time with you. It's okay to be alone sometimes, because God can't give you anything if you're chasing something or somebody. He cannot give it to you. You gotta be still. You got to stop being so distracted, because those people that I mentioned, you know, the not so positive people, you will run right into them head on. Head on, you will run right into these people. I try so hard, and for most of my life I have, and still I see the good, and I try to see the good in everybody. I do. I lived a lot of my life like that, you know. But when it's like when I had children, you know, when you have children, you have to teach them things in life. You have to show them things in life, and Lord knows you have to teach them about people along the way. And even as an adult, I still have to kind of like tug on my kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, look, don't forget this, or don't forget that. You know, and I know they have a life of their own, which is so hard to accept sometimes, but they do. You don't want the kids to get trampled over. You don't want them to get used. You don't want people to hurt them, or you don't want them to get attacked by certain things. I could go on and on about it. But back to what we were talking about. You know, like, what kind of people do you have hanging around you? The worst kind of people that you could have around you is the people that says, "Oh, I can't wait till you make it big. I can't wait for your dreams to come true. I can't wait for you to, expand, just blossom, bloom, all of that, whatever word you want to use it. But you get what I'm saying. Until you make it there, until you get there, then you're wondering, like, but didn't you say, or weren't you the one who said you couldn't wait to see me expand, or you couldn't wait to see me prosper, or you couldn't wait to see me grow, you couldn't wait to see me climb that ladder? Wasn't that you? Yeah, it was them. It was them. They meant it in the moment. Absolutely they did. But when they saw you progressing, things changed. Things changed whether they meant for them to change or not. But my thing is this. Communication. It goes all the way back to communication. You know, it's okay to tell somebody, especially if you consider them your friend, if you guys have been, call yourself rocking with each other for a long time. You know, if you've done this to someone, or someone has done this to you, they can come at you and say, you know, well, look, I want to apologize to you for the way I've been acting or for the way that I treated you. When I told you that I was with you and I was for you, I meant it. But when I see how you started to prosper, I started feeling some kind of way. You know, be honest about that thing. And this person, well, I'm pretty sure they will see you in a whole different light, because Lord knows I will. If a person has told me that they're sorry for how they showed up different for me when I started to succeed, there's no way in the world that I couldn't be for them anymore. This is the one that I want to be. This is the one I want to trust. Not 100%, but I think you know what I mean. Sorry. But this is the one that I want to trust. I trust this person enough that they came to me as a woman or as a man and told me how they felt. Look, envy is that thing that you don't want to be around. A person that's envious of you, but a person that has a good jealousy, there's a good jealousy. And then there's envy. Good jealousy, like I said, is the one that can come and tell you how they're feeling or how they treated you and they shouldn't have. There's that. Do you have the person that that's hanging around you that don't want you to grow? That they're afraid that if you grow, that you won't be around for them anymore. That's a dangerous person. That's a dangerous person. And if this person is around you or in your space, then you need to fix your space. Fix your space. And this is not for anybody else. This is for you. If you're trying to grow, if you're trying to go somewhere, you can't be concerned about the negativity around you or you not being able to be there for someone anymore. You got to know how to be there for yourself first. If you don't know how to be there for yourself, how are you going to be there for somebody else? Why would you let somebody stop your progress? You can tell when a person, especially if you're not distracted, you can tell when a person don't want good for you. You can tell how they talk about other people with you. All along while they're talking about you too. They're talking about you too. And don't think for once that they're not. They're talking about you too. I learned that early on in my life, in my 20s. Sometimes, you know, people have people have truly. You know how when you're genuine and when you're nice and when you're for a person, when your heart is good. That's how I show up. Then when a person think that they can play in your face and you show them the side when you truly show them the side, not trying to take it there in a bad way, but you show them enough to let them know this ain't even it. This ain't even what you want right here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to let a person know just like that. This ain't what you want. You know, I'll show up for you. But there's no way that you're going to try to play in my face thinking you can, because I can quickly wash my hands and just leave you alone. And that I have had to do that a lot. I don't know why it is that when people find someone with a genuine and a true heart, they want to try to play you, you know, and for a lot of time I try to extend people grace, because I know people, you know, are raised differently. Some people are going through different struggles, and I love people, again, even when they don't love me back. I'm okay with that most of the time. But hey, I'm human too. I can recall in my younger years, I started working at this place. And, you know, I was always surrounded by older people, you know. And I befriended this lady. We got along well. I could just sense that she had been going through a rough time, and somehow or another I was a light in her day, and I was okay with that. You know, like I said, God uses us for people. He uses us for people. He don't use us for us. So if I could be a light in anybody's day and God said so, I have no other choice. So when she didn't bring food to work, you know, I'd share with her what I had, or I would buy her food from the canteen, you know, and stuff like that. When I found out this lady had started acting different towards me because of some man that she liked, and I don't know, I don't know if he just like stop by my machine. If he liked stopping by my machine to speak, or she just saw that he spoke to me, she started acting funny towards me. Do you know how much that hurt me? And I was young. But you know what? I may have been young, but I wasn't stupid. I said, okay, this is how you want to act towards me, and I've been here for you. You know, I thought we were cool. You could have talked to me. You could have said something. You could have joked about it, because had you joked about it, I would have honed in on it, you know. But she said nothing, but she talked about me, you know. And I'm like, well, okay. You know, God started letting me see things at an early age, not just then, but this was one of the biggest ones. Because I care for her. But sometimes when you care about people, they're not going to care about you back. That's something that you have to accept. Just like when you loan money to somebody, either you're going to accept the fact that when you loan it, that there's a chance that you may not get it back. You have to accept that, because there is a chance that you might not get it back. I used to date this guy, and you know, the moment he loaned his people's money, the moment that they didn't pay him back, he would get so irate and out of control. And you know, I used to be like, I'd be saying to myself, look, I don't want to hear none of that, because you think you know everything. When you loan people money, you may not get it back when they say that they can give it back to you. Some don't mean to give it back. They don't want to give it back. Their plans were not to give it back. Some mean to give it back, but sometimes something might get in the way. Just be a little bit more patient with that person. So that was another chapter in my book of trying to be there for somebody that thought they knew everything. But anyway, just know what kind of people you got around you, people. My people, my loves. Know what kind of people you got around you. First, make sure their energy is right. Make sure that their energy is right. Because if the energy ain't right, it ain't going to be right. And don't think for once that you don't have what you need on the inside to detect someone's energy, because you do. If you're watching, if you're listening, you'll know. Just because you may not have what a person have, it don't mean you got to be friends with somebody. It don't mean you got to let somebody in your space. That does not mean that. There is one person that can give you anything that you need for your space or your place, that you don't have to get that from anybody else. So just know that. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Be blessed. Okay?